Howdy everyone, WarSarcy here, and today we'll be taking a little look at the closed beta of Agents Biohunter. Now, since this is a bare bones closed beta with lots of features locked off and only the basics left, instead of a more in-depth review, I'm going to give my thoughts based on my first impressions of this game. Now, the closed beta only lasted 6 hours and actually started at 4 AM for me, so I actually had to stay up kinda late to play it. But the fact that it's an early closed beta shows. Starting from the menu, you only have two things you can click besides the exit button. The first being the play, and the second being the agents tab where you can manage the 6 playable agents. It's a mixed bag in my opinion on variety, so I defaulted to using April for a more simple play style. Simple tabs like settings haven't even been implemented yet, as you set your resolution and controls from a window before launching the game in the current version. However, they have said that it will be in the next version. Now, this is a class-based game, where you've got the assault sort of class, the healer, and support. You got your skins where you can customize the look of your agent. It's a limited selection at the moment, but again, closed beta. You can pick from different vehicles, which are basically motorcycles with various different appearances. You can choose different holograms, which are again for looks. And then you've got various emotes. Now, based on the menu layout, we can see that there will likely be a free sort of earnable currency as well as pay for currency, as there's even an inaccessible shop tab. But getting on the gameplay, you've got two modes at the moment, with only one being accessible. The quick play, which is 3 versus 3, and the competitive mode that isn't yet implemented. Players start by picking their class in a fashion similar to Apex Legends, where only one player can have that one class, and then the game begins. When I first started, I was kind of lost at what to do. You see, the interesting thing about this game is that while you noticed it's 3 versus 3, you aren't just fighting the opposite team. In between both teams in the world, there'll be AI-controlled enemies that will attack you. You can kill them as well as enemies to level up your character during that match and upgrade your skills. The combat is pretty basic. You've got your character's one weapon, in my case, April's pistol, which one of her skills allows her to fire off a few shotgun bullets from it between cooldowns, with the other being a grenade that slows the enemy down. You can gather spores to build things like a wall, an auto turret that will shoot enemies, or even a spawn point that you can repeatedly use when you die to spawn wherever in the map you set it down. And the fourth and final thing you can build is a jammer. So anyway, the objective is pretty much both teams have to go to the arena and try to defeat the Great Ragnar. If neither team manages to do that, the winner is whoever dealt the most damage to it. Honestly, I think the game's pacing is kind of slow. All the matches I've had, neither team has seemed to do much to it. First time, nobody really did much to it, and thus the enemy team won. Second match, my team was mostly in the arena while one enemy player quit, and the other two focused mostly on smaller AI, so we won. But either way, it feels like the match kind of just drags out. There weren't really too many glitches that I noticed. I mean, there was at one point where the character, I believe in the menu, the character kind of was over the buttons. But other than that, the only thing I could think of that was closest to a glitch, I don't know if it was a glitch or purpose design, but it was when the Ragnar ended up hitting me. It sent me flying so high that I almost expected to break out of the boundaries, but it seems that they seem to think that far ahead, and there was invisible walls preventing that. So in the end, all I can say is that the groundwork is here for a great game. It just needs some more work put into it, but that's to be given that, like I said, this is just a closed beta version. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing how development progresses. Now, I don't know when this game is coming out, but I do know that this was the final closed beta test and that they're looking to move to the early access phase. So if you're interested in this game, all I can do is direct you to their Discord server where you can keep up with news on this game, discuss it with others, and more. So I'll put a link to their Discord in the description so you can go check it out there. But anyways, this is WarSarcy on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.